Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Story Vibe English. Today, I will tell you the story of a website that changed the way the world watches, learns, and entertains itself. A website you probably use every day. Its name is YouTube. But before it became a global giant, YouTube was just an idea in the minds of three young men: Chad Hurley, Steve Chan, and Jawed Karim. It was 2005. The internet was growing fast, but sharing videos was still difficult. Sending a video by email was slow. Uploading a video online was complicated. One evening, the three friends talked. They asked a simple question: why isn't there an easy way to share videos online? That question was the seed. A small idea that would soon grow into something the world had never seen. And here's a reminder, my friend. As you listen to this story, you are not only learning about YouTube, you are also practicing English. So if you enjoy learning this way, don't forget to subscribe to Story Vibe English for more stories that will improve your language and inspire your mind. Back to the story. The three friends decided to act. They started building a website. Simple design, simple idea. Upload a video and share it with the world. First, no one knew about it. It was just a small project. But very soon, YouTube would become something much bigger. It would change not only the internet, it would change entertainment forever. The website was ready, but what would people put on it? What was the very first video on YouTube? On April 23, 2005, one of the founders, Jawed Karim, uploaded a short video. It was called "Me at the Zoo." In the video, Jawed stood in front of elephants at a zoo. He spoke for only 18 seconds. He said the elephants had long trunks, and that was it. It was simple. It was not professional, but it was historic, because this was the first step of YouTube. Soon, other people started uploading their own clips. Funny moments with friends, pets doing silly things, short tutorials, random experiments. For the first time, ordinary people could share their lives with the world, not just TV stations or big companies. And people loved it. The site grew fast. Every day, more and more users joined. They watched. They laughed. They shared. YouTube was becoming a place for creativity, fun, and connection. It was no longer just a website. It was becoming a community. But the founders didn't know yet that their little project was about to explode into something far bigger than they imagined. The website was ready, but what would people put on it? What was the very first video on YouTube? On April 23, 2005, one of the founders, Jawed Karim, uploaded a short video. It was called "Me at the Zoo." In the video, Jawed stood in front of elephants at a zoo. He spoke for only 18 seconds. He said the elephants had long trunks, and that was it. It was simple. It was not professional, but it was historic, because this was the first step of YouTube. Soon, other people started uploading their own clips. Funny moments with friends, pets doing silly things, short tutorials, random experiments. For the first time, ordinary people could share their lives with the world, not just TV stations or big companies. And people loved it. The site grew fast. Every day, more and more users joined. They watched. They laughed. They shared. YouTube was becoming a place for creativity, fun, and connection. It was no longer just a website. It was becoming a community. But the founders didn't know yet that their little project was about to explode into something far bigger than they imagined. YouTube was exploding with users, millions of videos, millions of viewers. But success also brought heavy costs. The servers were expensive. The site was growing too fast. The three founders knew they needed help. In 2006, one of the biggest tech giants in the world noticed YouTube. That company was Google. Google saw the future. They believed video was going to be the heart of the internet. And YouTube was already the leader. So in October 2006, Google made an incredible offer. They bought YouTube for $1.65 billion. At the time, many people were shocked. Why pay so much for a site full of cat videos and silly clips? They asked. But Google saw what others didn't. They saw potential. They saw community. They saw the future of online entertainment. With Google's money and technology, YouTube became stronger, could grow without limits, could support millions, then billions of users. This was the turning point. YouTube was no longer just a fun website. It was becoming the global stage for creativity. And soon it would create a brand new word. A word we all know today. YouTuber. After Google bought YouTube, the platform grew even faster. More people joined every day. More videos appeared every hour. But something new was happening. It was not only about watching funny clips anymore. It was about people. Real people. Ordinary men and women started uploading videos regularly. They spoke to the camera. They shared their lives. They made tutorials, music, comedy, or just talked. And people watched them. Not because they were celebrities on TV, but because they were real. Relatable. Like a friend talking to you. This was the birth of a new word, YouTuber. For the first time in history, anyone with a camera and an internet connection could become famous. They didn't need Hollywood. They didn't need a record label. They only needed their creativity. Some of the first YouTubers became global stars. They built huge audiences. They made careers from their videos. And they inspired millions of others to try the same. YouTube was no longer just a platform. It was a stage. And every person in the world had a chance to step on it. This was a revolution. Entertainment was no longer controlled by a few. It was in the hands of everyone. But YouTube was not done yet. The next big change would open the doors to money, business, and a whole new economy. As YouTube grew, one big question appeared. How could creators earn money from their videos? At first, making videos was only a hobby. People uploaded for fun, not for profit. But as some YouTubers gained millions of views, they realized their videos had value. In 2007, YouTube introduced the Partner Program. For the first time, creators could share in the advertising money. Every view, every click could bring income. This was a game changer. Now, making videos was not just fun. Could be a career. Could be a full-time job. Young people who once dreamed of being movie stars or singers now dreamed of being YouTubers. They didn't need Hollywood. They didn't need permission. They only needed an idea, a camera, and courage. Some built entire businesses around their channels. Comedy shows, beauty tutorials, gaming streams, educational lessons. And suddenly YouTube was more than a website. It was an economy. A new world where creativity and passion could pay the bills. For millions of people, YouTube turned dreams into reality. But with money and fame also came challenges. Criticism, pressure, and the need to keep growing. And YouTube itself had to adapt to handle this new responsibility. As YouTube grew bigger and richer, it also became more complicated. At first, the platform was wild and free. Anyone could upload anything. But soon problems began to appear. One of the biggest issues was copyright. Some users uploaded movies, music, or TV shows without permission. Companies complained, "They are stealing our work." YouTube had to create new rules and systems to protect original creators. Another issue was content safety. Some videos were violent, false, or harmful. Governments and parents worried. What if children see this? YouTube had to find a balance between freedom and responsibility. And then came competition. Other platforms like Facebook and later TikTok also wanted the world's attention. They copied features, made short videos popular, and tried to steal YouTube's audience. Critics said YouTube was too powerful. Some said it promoted the wrong content. Others said it paid creators unfairly. It was no longer just a fun website. It was a global stage with billions of people watching. And that meant billions of problems too. But despite all the challenges, YouTube kept adapting. It changed its rules. It added new tools. and it continued to grow stronger. Because by now, YouTube was not just a platform, it was part of people's lives. In the beginning, people used YouTube mostly on computers. Big screens, keyboards, slow internet. But then came a revolution, the smartphone. Suddenly, the internet was no longer on a desk. It was in your hand. Anywhere. Anytime. And YouTube changed forever. Now people could film a video on their phone and upload it in seconds. No expensive cameras. No complicated editing. Just record, click, and share. Viewers also changed. They didn't need to sit at a desk anymore. They could watch YouTube on the bus, in a cafe, or even in bed late at night. This gave birth to a new style of video, the vlog. People started filming their daily lives. What they ate, where they traveled, how they lived. Viewers loved it. They felt connected, like they were part of someone's real story. YouTube was no longer about polished TV-style videos. It was about authenticity, about real people sharing real moments. And with billions of smartphones around the world, YouTube became a global habit. For many people, it was the first app they opened in the morning, and the last one they checked at night. From computers to pockets, from homes to every corner of the planet, YouTube was now everywhere. First, YouTube was just for fun. Funny clips, random moments, cat videos. But over time, it became something much bigger. People started using YouTube as a school. Want to fix your bike? There's a video. Want to cook a new recipe? There's a video. Want to learn English? There are thousands of videos. YouTube became a teacher for the whole world. Free, simple, always ready. It also became a stage for music. Young artists uploaded songs, and some became stars without record labels. Justin Bieber, for example, was discovered on YouTube. Millions of others followed. Businesses also joined. Big companies made commercials. Small businesses made tutorials and reviews. Even one person with a camera could build a brand. YouTube turned into a marketplace of ideas, a university of knowledge, a stage for music, and a tool for business. It was no longer just entertainment. It was part of daily life, part of education, part of culture. And for billions of people, YouTube became not just a website, but a second world, a place to learn, laugh, dream, and grow. From a small idea in 2005 to the biggest video platform in the world today, this is the story of YouTube. What began with three young friends asking a simple question, why isn't there an easy way to share videos online? Has grown into a global stage with billions of voices. Think about it. Every minute, hundreds of hours of video are uploaded. Every day, billions of people watch. From music to education, from news to comedy, from business to art. YouTube has become part of our daily lives. It has created a new generation of stars. Not Hollywood actors. Not famous singers, but ordinary people who picked up a camera and shared their world. It has given education to children who cannot afford school. It has given opportunities to small businesses to grow. It has given a platform to voices that were once silent. Of course, YouTube is not perfect. It has challenges, problems, and critics. But no one can deny one truth. YouTube changed entertainment forever. And maybe it also changed us. The way we learn. The way we connect. The way we tell our stories. So next time you open YouTube, remember this. It started with one short clip called Me at the Zoo. Just 18 seconds long. And look what it became. One small idea can change the whole world. Thank you, my friend, for listening to this story here on Story Vibe English. I hope you not only practiced your English, but also learned something inspiring about the world we live in. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories told in simple English. Each story is a chance to grow your language skills and your mind. And now I want to ask you, whose story or what company's story would you like to hear next? Maybe another platform that changed our lives? or a person whose journey inspires you? Write your ideas in the comments, and maybe your choice will be the next big story on Story Vibe English. Until then, keep learning, keep dreaming, and keep growing with English.